a powerful shift in education. So one that reflects the demands of our time and the diversity of how we learn. So our topic is multiliteracies in educational reform. And it's more than just a buzzword. It's a call to action. So first, let's define what are multiliteracies. So please read
Multilingual communication across languages, cultures, and technologies.
So, multiliteracies refers to multiple modes of communication that includes digital, visual, linguistic, and cultural. So, instead of just reading and writing words on paper, it includes many different ways people communicate and understand information, especially in today's digital, visual, and multicultural world. So it covers visual literacy, digital literacy, cultural literacy, media literacy, etc. So for example, a student makes a video report about climate change. So when they speak clearly, so that's an example of linguistic literacy. So if they use images, graphics, or graphs to show data on their presentation, that is an example of what? Visual literacy. And if they share their video on YouTube, so that is an example of digital literacy. So multiliteracy, the New London Group introduced this concept in 1996 to reflect the changing nature of literacy in globalized world, a globalized and tech-driven world. So it's about helping students navigate and express themselves across diverse platforms and contexts. So, why multiliteracies matter? So, multiliteracies matter because people today communicate in many different ways, as just what I have said earlier. Not just through reading and writing. So, we use videos, emojis, website, and we use even body language and even memes to share our ideas. Right? Do you use memes sometimes to share your ideas online?
Yes.
So learning to understand and create messages in all of this form help us connect with more people, understand complex ideas, and use technology wisely and be creative and confident. So in today's schools, 21st century skills are prioritized. Multiliteracies support this by preparing students for a complex, competitive, and technology-driven society. So they encourage students to think critically, collaborate effectively, and solve problems creatively across disciplines. So these are the teaching strategies that support multiliteracy. So I just summary here is here, guys. I translate. So Christine, please read the first bullet.
Academics, project-based, and performance-based learning.
Okay, thank you. So multiliteracies thrive in learning environments that are authentic and outcome-based. Next is task includes research, planning, teamwork, and multimedia creation. So students engage in projects that require research, planning, and collaboration. Next, students use tools like websites, podcasts, and documentaries. So they use multimedia tools to create a website, of course, approach build deeper mastery and personal connection to the content. So these are the preparation students as teacher preparation and challenges. So they are preparing teacher for multiliteracies. So first, teacher must bridge the gap between pedagogy and multiliteracies. So teaching multiliteracies requires a shift in mindset and method. Consequent of pedagogy, classmates, method, strategy. Yes, very good. So this was an IIG emphasized the need for sustainable literacy, development, and the integration of technology-enhanced tools. Teacher must be equipped to guide students through these new modes of learning. So we teachers, dapat we are knowledgeable since we all know that mga pag-upo ko karon are tech savvy, right? So kita as future teacher, we should also knowledgeable about technology para we know how to guide our students. Dili kay sila may mag-guide nato. So dapat mas labaw at our knowledge sa ilaha. So now let's proceed to 4 components of multiliteracies. So first, let's read and practice. Learning through experience. So it means that start with students already what students already know and do in real life. So for example, students talk about their favorite TikTok videos and how they use captions, music, and visuals to tell a story. So, syempre, bawa naman dito, all of us familiar naman dun sa TikTok, so, mas familiar naman dun sa TikTok, no? So, this is an example sa situated practice. So, learning through experience kay all of us naka-experience naman how to use TikTok. So, our knowledge example navigate ang TikTok, muna ako ang gamiton. Next is overt instruction, explicit teaching of tools and techniques. So it's about teaching students clearly how different modes like images, sounds, and layout work. So for example, showing how font size and color in poster can make a message stand out or feel emotional. Third is critical framing, analyzing diverse perspectives. So it helps students think deep about why something was made and what message it sends. Fourth is transform practice, applying learning to real-life challenges. So, we will let our students create something new using what they have learned. So, ilang gamiton o kung saan ang ilaha na hibawaan to create, to innovate new ideas. So, Newman outlines 4 components that help structure multiliteracy instruction. This includes grounding learning in experience, teaching tools explicitly, encouraging critical thinking, and applying knowledge to solve real-world problems. So, together, they create a dynamic and responsive classroom. So, one in our classroom applications. So, let's read the 3 bullets.
Use websites, PPTs, and podcasts to extend learning. Teach students to evaluate online sources and avoid plagiarism. promote ethical digital behavior and multimodal expression.
So, teachers can bring multiliteracy into the classroom by using digital platforms for discussion. So, like, kanang, di ba, like messenger, di ba, ginagamit ko na nato para mag-deliver sa teacher sa kanang iyahang lessons and other instructions for activities. And then, assigning multimedia projects and teaching students how to evaluate information critically. So, ethical digital behavior like avoiding plagiarism is also a key part of this literacy. Now, let's move on to recommendation for schools and policymakers. So, first is provide professional development and updated tech tools. So, to support multiliteracy, schools and policymakers must invest in professional development, modern technology, and equitable access. Second is address the digital divide with equitable access. So, teacher training programs should include tech integration and online learning environments must be safe and well-regulated. So, third is improve tech integration in teacher training and protect online learners and review tech standards regularly. So these are the multiliteracy's impact on students. First, it builds confidence, collaboration, and civic engagement. So students who engage with multiliteracy become confident, collaborative, and informed citizens. Next is encourages meaningful connected learning. So they connect deeply with content, express themselves meaningfully, and develop skills that serve them well beyond the classroom. Lastly, it leads to higher multiliteracy's impact on students is to lead to higher academic performance and lifelong skills. So research shows they even perform better academically. So research shows that students who engage multiliteracies or ang impact sa multiliteracy sa students is students will be able to perform to perform better academically. So, for conclusions, let's read. Please read.
Multiliteracies refine literacy for modern learners, empower students to express, connect, and contribute. Vital for inclusive future-ready teaching.
Multiliteracy aren't just a reform, they are a revolution. So they honor diverse ways of learning and empower students to express, connect, and contribute meaningfully. As educators and learners, embracing multiliteracy is our path to inclusive, future-ready,